So, why were you out here today?
I was out here because I'm a former Walmart sporting goods department manager. I worked at Walmart for 3.5 years. I was wrongfully terminated. I have sent President Mike Duke, Chairman of the board and board of directors, 31 letters, 27 videos. Proof gave them 31 pages of proof that I was never trained as the sporting goods department manager. And so I came from Valdosta, Georgia, store 2715 and 899. I came here to make a difference. And I really was hoping after 3.5 years of being ignored by Walmart, I thought that they would at least listen to what we were saying today. And I'm gravely disappointed, but it did not come as a shock.
And what were you saying today? What was the message you wanted to deliver to them?
I wanted to deliver a message to them that we love Walmart. We don't dislike Walmart. We love Walmart so much until we're trying to save Walmart from itself. We're trying to save Walmart from the presidents who undoubtedly want to align us with the people of the Republic of China. But we are the people, and we have a voice. We stand for freedom, justice, and equality. So what I wanted to do, in short form, I wanted to bring all active duty military, all retired veterans such as myself, under one banner of freedom, respect for the individual. I wanted to return them back to the very foundation of Mr. Sam Walton. And I hate to say it, but I was terribly, terribly disappointed today.
Because he didn't come out.
Absolutely. But then again, I guess, after 3.5 years of being ignored, it's just a pattern and practice of something that seems like we're going to have to come another day. But they will eventually be forced to reckon with our Walmart, because our Walmart is the people of America. And without the people of America, Walmart would not exist. And when Walmart go over to China, Germany, or in foreign countries, they are nothing more than our ambassadors. And so when they go to represent us, they need to come right back here and understand that we are not going to let them make the world think that all of us approve of what they're doing in the job market. And that's the way it is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Wait, I need to stop recording.
My name is George Boston Rhines. This is the continuation of my rebuttal to Walmart Stores Incorporated, store number 2615 in Valdosta, Georgia. During the last sessions, I talked about my termination, and I talked about I was going to go into my first written coaching. But after looking and reviewing the video, I want you all to be thoroughly clear on what I'm trying to outline and show concerning Walmart Stores Incorporated not training me, a department manager of sporting goods. And looking back at the videos, I told you all that I had not been trained or entered into the 4-week required training for all department managers. It's a 4-week course. So I figured I would lay this out so you could see for yourself to make sure I was not joking or lying to you. I have outlined here for your convenience. This is the first week of this required training at Walmart constructed for all department managers. That's page 1, 2, 3. All this is just the first week of training. These are the papers involved in the first week of training. 3, 6, 7, 8 pages. And it requires that the department manager and the trainer or assistant manager sign off in this space right here, or initial, in every area of training on all sheets. It also states on the first page that This involved the assistant manager, the personnel associate, and of course me and the trainer. Now that's week 1. Those are the papers involved in week 1, which I was never given as department manager. But on the 20th of March 2008, I was terminated for inability to perform job, although I repeatedly asked to receive this training. We're going to move over to week 2 of training. These are the papers that was involved in the second week of training that I should have received if I would have been treated like all other department managers. Or is it that nobody in Walmart receives any training? And if anybody received training, and if I didn't, then that's a problem. The third week of training, we move over to the papers for the third week of training. These are the papers. These are the papers. Here again, all of this supposed to be initialed off on, dated, to show that I was trained as everybody that worked at Walmart Stores Incorporated. But George Boston Rhymes never received this training, where store manager Hal Hallwell is the store manager. That's 1, 2, 3 weeks of training that had to be verified. Now, as I said before, I asked them to just show me proof of anything that I initialed off on or signed on. I've sent Walmart 29 letters to President Lee and President Mike Duke, and I have yet to receive a response or one of my questions to be answered. Now, I'm going to the 4th week. This is the 4th week paperwork that I supposed to have received according to Walmart. I did not create these, y'all. I did not create this paperwork. Walmart did it. But I was not given any of it. The old saying is the proof is in the pudding. Well, Walmart got to eat this cake. And I want everybody to know that this is the truth that you're looking at. No names have been changed to protect Walmart. And here again, because this is the 4th week of training, it's more intense. It's talking about seasonal aisle, back room, pick list. Now, if I never signed off on this, how in the heck would I ever know how to do a pick list if nothing in my records ever showed that they ever gave me anything about a pick list, nothing about a smart termination labels, nothing about seasonal guide, nothing about working the back room? They never trained me on this. There is nothing in their records they can show. But yet they're going to terminate me. Inability to perform job. And if I worked in a department as department manager for 8 months, oh, I think a manager need to be fired and never given the training, and then say I can't do the job and you never trained me and you let me sit in position for 8 months? Oh, how many more people have been treated the same way? Again, this is the 4th week. Let me go back again. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I'm missing something. Wait a minute, what am I missing? Oh, my little friends over here. There we go, my little friends. Oh, wait, what they got down here? Let's see what they got. Oh, this is a recap of the last 2 pages of training. Here again. Oh my God, look at that. More initials that I'm supposed to initial and the system manager supposed to initial. But guess what? It never happened. And is this why Walmart refuses to answer me? Oh, this sheet here, what is quite, I told, let's see if Brother Ryan was lying. Let's go down to the bottom here. What does it say? Oh, there it is. It says that I acknowledge that I have completed each task as outlined in my detailed job-specific training. Oh, plan. Signing this acknowledgement and not completing all tasks assigned in the training plan is what? Is falsification of a company record and may result in termination of employment. And then it says down here, associate signature. I asked Walmart to show me where I signed on that line. Assistant manager's signature. They refused to show me anybody that was ever assigned as a training. And lastly, completion date. They can't. That's why they won't answer me. Because they know that they never trained me. And so the story goes. Jesus said, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth will set and make you free. It's time, y'all, that we start holding people accountable. And now the Republicans are talking about doing away with the little workers' rights that we have. And if you know it or not, the state of Georgia is an at-will to work state. Thanks to our legislators, Georgia legislators. We are about one of about 14 or 15 other states called an at-will to work state. I didn't know nothing about it until I was wrongfully terminated. They can fire you for good cause, bad cause, or for no cause at all. And they don't even have to tell you why they terminated you. Here again, I close this tape out. This is tape 4. This is the first week that I was denied this paperwork and this training as department manager at store 2615 in Valdosta, Georgia. This is week 2 that I was never given this required mandatory training for department managers, and all department managers should be trained. This is week 3. I did not receive not one sheet. God cannot prove that I signed off on any of this, nor did a trainer. And of course, this is week 4. This is week 4 of training. This is the paperwork. Walmart, not me. And of course, number 5, my little friends over here, they holding the last 2 sheets. And this is the 4th week of training. Then they verify, and they backs it up with a signature. And if I would fail to sign that signature, this is equivalent to the 623 in the military. But the only difference is the military train you. And then after training, if you cannot perform, then when a person is terminated, they understand why they were terminated. But if you are not trained, then next tape, I'm going to refute and rebut my first written coaching. You don't want to miss that one. Please stick around. This is kvci.blogspot.com, George Boston Rhymes on YouTube, Boston G.B.R. We're getting ready to depart the Cosmopolitan Motel here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. We had a very good meeting. And we're in the lobby of the hotel, and we thought what would be a better place to close it out than where we started. And so this is where we entered when we first came into the hotel. Here again, it was a wonderful event. And we are doing what we do. We just want to keep you informed. Since we've been here, this is the activity that you could find in the hotel. And here again, that's our Walmart. Our Walmart is an organization that was developed to bring things into agreement with, in my opinion, Sam Walton's theology of respect for people, respect for workers, etc., etc. And like these gentlemen are just leaving coffee and breakfast. We had bacon, we had fries. How you doing? They had coffee, and everybody was just enjoying the activities. Once again, this has been typical of what we have endured while we was here. That's the brother right there that was on the YouTube. How you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. You made a good scene on YouTube. I got it posted. How you doing today?
Okay, I did.
Yes, sir. Got you on YouTube, man. Got you up. You're up and running, man.
Right.
A lot of you all on YouTube. I posted all of them last night.
Okay.
Yes. Y'all doing fine? Yes, sir. Everybody. I don't. Boston G.B.R. Check Boston G.B.R.
Yeah, you
Boston G.B.R. Yeah, they'll give it to you. They got it. Yeah. These are people who made the meeting. I'm sorry. They made it what it was. This young, what's your name, my beautiful sister, again? Regina. Now, this is the one that's on there at the jail. Now, she was cutting out at the jail. This is her right here. That's what you do when we have these type meetings. Cause I watched you last night and you was prime, girl. You was prime.
I do everything.
You do everything? All right,
Yeah,
thank you so
I
much.
go and talk to our city officials,
Okay.
city leaders, congressmen, and anybody that can make a change that has a say in our economy.
But why you do what you do and you do it so strong? Why you do it, girl?
I do it for the people. I do it for the community. I do it for my family and for my children and for my dignity.
All right, keep it strong. I like that. I like that. You got the hook up, girl. Thank you. Yes, sir. You got something you want to say? What's up, my brother?
And we will be back.
Uh-oh. What you say that? Say it once again.
We will be back again.
Y'all heard the brother, did you?
Hear me?
You got anything else you want to say?
I'm going to handle this.
Loving this.
They said we'll be back.
This. We'll be back.
All right. Y'all hear? He said we will be back. Anything you want to say before we close this out?
Thanks for having me here.
All right.
I'm
Thank
having
you.
a blast.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. All right. That's what it is. Anything y'all want to close out with? This is going to be my closing clip. How'd you enjoy the event?
Very wonderful. A lot of amazing people. United we stand, divided we fall.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Y'all have a nice one.
He said exactly what I would have said.
Okay, that's a good one. All right. Now this the young. Oh my goodness. You seen yourself on YouTube? Well, anyway, she was very. She was good. At the home office, she had words to say, words to share. I think she had some words to throw away. What you got for us today?
All I have for us today is that we were a tremendous success, regardless of if we got the people might do or not. But all of those people who are out there who are scared, who shouldn't be, you are not alone. Do not let Walmart treat you any type of way. When people get fed up, they'll reach out for help. I want to leave you with a quote. Faith makes things possible, not easy.
Hot dog. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you from?
Sandra Carpenter, I'm from Maryland.
Thank you, my beautiful sister. Thank you so much. Hey, my brother, you have anything you want to say today? This is my roommate.
Hi, John.
Hey.
What do you want to talk?
I just want to know if you have anything to say. Bye, or how did you enjoy the event?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right.
See you next time, man.
All right. Thank you, Brother Patel. That is my, he's my roommate.
Let's go on upstairs, please.
Okay. We got our instructions, so we're going to turn the camera off. And we're going to follow instructions because that's what we do. kvci.blogspot.com. Bye-bye. We go. This is kvci.blogspot.com. I'm George Rhymes on YouTube channel. That's Boston G.B.R. You have watched 13 of my videos. And I promised you that I was going to have one of my employees that worked in sporting goods at store 2615. This is, give him your name. Chuck Judge. Chuck Judge. And he came in, I had been in sporting goods department manager for a period of time. But Mr. Jude was a person, in fact, he was my best worker. And as I've told you before, it's a very unique experience working at Walmart Stores Incorporated. And this is nothing formal. We're just going to do what we do. And I'm not going to interview him. I just want him to tell his story in terms of what does he think about his Walmart experience. His letter is already online on my blog, kvci.blogspot.com, as well as Boston G.B.R. on YouTube. So tell me about your experience at Walmart, and then we'll get later into some questions that I would ask you. Okay. Just tell us your...
As I pointed out in the letter, originally I was a Walmart patron, and as time went by, I applied for a job there for Christmas income at as a cashier. I was offered a full-time job there after a short period, and they kept asking me to leave my other job and do them full-time, and eventually I did, and I have lived to regret it. And as anytime, I guess, when you change a job, there are certain risks, but you don't see a company that large making outright lies and writing them in paper and then going against it. And that's, in short, my experience. If you want to get the letter in detail, of course, you can go to the spot that George just mentioned here and read the whole letter, and that doesn't even describe all the details of the most egregious things that I've suffered working at Walmart. But I suppose we can get on with the other questions.
So you, after I left, I was fired on March 20th, 2008. What date were you fired on?
Mine was around June the 17th, 2008.
Okay. So wow, that's, oh my goodness, I know that quick following mine. And I understand that after I left, what was your experience there after I left?
Well, soon after you left, as I explained, they asked me if I wanted to take over your position, and having seen already what you had endured and realizing that was a no-win position, I declined. And once I declined, then the axe came down on me, so to speak. I began being requested to do things that were specifically either against Walmart policy or common sense, or even the main thing was all the heavy lifting that was agreed upon before I started that I would not have to do because of pre-existing injuries. And then, as I said, once I wouldn't accept the Department 9 manager's job.
Okay, so other words, after I left, they needed a replacement for me, and they mean to tell me that they offered you that job? Correct. And why did you turn it down? Or did you turn it down? Did you accept it?
No, I turned it down. Matter of fact, they asked me 2 or 3 times, and I just said by then I wasn't even getting tired of working there, but I had quit my other job and couldn't afford, just to up and quit. But to answer your question, seeing the way they treated you made me not want to have any part of that position.
And in your letter, you tried to describe that in your letter as, how did you put it, trying to reach behind your back, or just all the employees had to do that? How did that, what was that?
Well, I think the words I may have used was a little hillbilly-ish, reaching around your ass to scratch your elbow.
Right,
sort of thing.
Yeah. And what did you mean by that, really?
Well, it's like if someone were to say, if I said, George, you hand me that pine cone over there, but I want you to walk all the way around the block and get it for me, and then come all the way back and bring it here, even though you could just hand it to me right there. And, well, you well know that was a lot of what went on out there. It may not have been that specific of incidents asking you to go get a pine cone, but to get specific, they would ask you to build stuff up in the floors, and then tell you to take it. Somebody else would come along and say, take it back down, and then the person who asked you to do it would come back and say, why come my request hasn't been honored yet? And then, of course, you're left in the middle because you're told that you're supposed to respond to whoever your manager comes along. You're supposed to respond to their request at that time. And when you got 2 or 3 managers telling you to do 2 or 3 different things simultaneously, well, puts you having to, be in 2 places at one time, which is physically impossible.
Okay, so what they fired me under the heading of inability to perform job. How do you define inability to perform job compared to what I did at Walmart when I was in position?
Well, first off, you have to know what your job is to whether you can do it or not. I mean, if you're given this big, vague job description that doesn't describe what it is you're supposed to do, then how do you even classify inability? You mentioned about the not being trained, and that was one of my concerns. That you know, here you were the manager, but most of the time I seen you, they had you out in the back rooms lifting stuff. Just was merely moving merchandise around, and that never clicked with anything. I've been a manager before, and I've had my own business, and that never clicked with managerial duties that I know of. And my idea of a manager were we were to come answer to you, and you were to direct us to about taking care of the customers or the floor and whatnot.
Well, excuse me, but who was the managers of sporting goods then? If I didn't manage, who gave us all the decisions? Who made all the decisions? If I didn't make them, who made them?
I guess essentially the store manager, Hal.
And assistant manager, right? They was the one. So it's really just like a flunky. Like I've said in previous clips, that even before I accepted the position as department manager, a friend of mine told me don't take the position because department managers just use, and when they get rid of them, they just get rid of them. So I tend to believe with you is that the assistant manager and the manager is the one who manages the departments anyway, so why even have a department manager?
Yeah. Well, you know, you mentioned something that triggered something just then. There was a girl that worked there that had been there, she said 9 or 10 years, a good long time. And she used to come in the store I worked at before I started working at Walmart. And anyway, we already had a little bit of a rapport going. And she told me flat out, she said, you do not want to get in sporting goods. They were obsessed with that department to the point that they drove everybody crazy who went there. And she told me this when I told her where they were putting me at, and I blew it off. I didn't think nothing about it other than maybe she just didn't have the ability to do it. But after a short period of working with you and like, the thing we went through with several other employees that wouldn't pull their weight.
That's right, yeah.
And the ones
dead
of us,
weight.
Right, and the ones of us who would work hard, it seems like they would come down to us, for the lack of work that had not been done by the employees who wouldn't do it.
What the best way? I've heard you define the best. There's a term that you use in terms of saying box movers. How do you say what type of employee do they really want at store 2615?
Well, what I could see is they simply wanted glorified box shufflers. They would give you a title, but from what all I could see, the managers were simply box movers. They were mules, I believe was the term.
Right. Bionic box movers or whatever. So now, who do you see? All right, if the best, I consider myself to have been one of the best supervisors or people because of my military training and supervisory leadership and management skills for many years. So who?
We're Walmart associates. We love our coworkers and we enjoy serving our customers. But Walmart doesn't give us the respect we deserve, and we're standing together to change that. We are Our Walmart, an organization united for respect at Walmart.
I have diabetes, so I need to take my blood sugar level throughout the day. That's something I have to do in private. I find it disrespectful to have to ask to use the ladies' room. It reminds me of being in elementary school.
They just simply aren't handing out the hours required to actually run the store properly. I've had times where I've worked 5 hours in a week, and that is a big issue because at my current pay and hours, it makes it very hard to pay bills and worry about being able to feed myself.
When I started with Walmart 7 years ago, I used to work only one department. Now they make me work 3 departments, and it gives me a lot of stress.
These aren't isolated incidents happening to just one person or only at one store. A poll of hourly associates across the country found that most of us struggle with issues on the job that affect the quality of the work we do and the quality of our lives. Nearly 3 out of 4 say Walmart doesn't provide enough take-home pay to make ends meet. Nearly 3/4 see adequate staffing as a severe problem. And nearly 2/3 say their job doesn't provide the opportunity to reach the American dream. Associates across the country have come together to create Our Walmart, an organization of, by, and for us, Walmart associates.
This is who we are, this is what we're about, and this is the kind of change we want to see at Walmart.
Our Walmart has put together a declaration of respect that calls on the company to be a better employer and to live up to its own policies and promises.
Walmart should honor the hard work and humanity of associates by living up to Mr. Sam's promise of respect for the individual. Amen.
Walmart should pay at least $13 per hour and expand the percentage of full-time workers.
Walmart should make scheduling more predictable and dependable.
Walmart should allow associates to freely join our Walmart without fear of negative company action.
With the declaration signed and sealed, all that was left was to deliver it.
Hold on.
So we made our way to Walmart headquarters in Bentonville, Arkansas, and took it straight to home office. Walmart refused our request to sit down with CEO Mike Duke, but in a move that shows we're a force to be reckoned with, the Senior Vice President of Labor Relations came out to meet with our Walmart for over an hour.
Hi, I'm Karen Casey. Nice to meet you. And again, welcome to Bentonville. I want to greet you here. Nice to see you.
And who's in charge of the group?
We are!
We shared our stories of disrespect and submitted our declaration.
We can't live off 20 hours a week. They can't live off 20 hours a week. Respect the individuals.
Most of us work for less than $10 an hour and are only scheduled for part-time hours, making it difficult to support our families.
We had to fight with customers because we're so understaffed. We can't get the job done.
We need to know the individual circumstances so that we can do right by each associate.
Despite hearing these stories from associates all over the country, Walmart still tried to downplay how widespread the problems are.
These aren't individual situations.
They're
it's
not.
actually a problem throughout the company, and that's what we're hoping to help address here today.
We got an extraordinary promise from Walmart not to take action against us for joining our Walmart.
I feel like I'm going to be treated unfair when I get back to my workplace. I feel like that I'm going to have retaliation.
We do have a policy that does not tolerate discrimination or retaliation on the basis of associating with each other and raising these concerns.
It's clear that we had great success in the meeting at home office, but now is the time to keep the pressure on Walmart. We have to hold the company accountable to the promise not to take action against us as we work to make important changes. That will take more associates standing up for what's right, speaking with one voice to create a better company and a better future for us all.
My biggest hope for our Walmart is that our membership grow and the company will see that we are a driving force and we are here to make the company even better.
It's important that Walmart associates join together in our Walmart because it would give us all one unified voice that Walmart would have to listen to.
Why were you out here today? I was out here because I'm a former Walmart 40-year department manager. I worked at Walmart for 3.5 years. I was wrongfully terminated. I have sent President Mike Duke, Chairman of the board and board of directors, 31 letters, 27 videos. Proof gave them 31 pages proof that I was never trained as a sporting goods department manager. And so I came from Valdosta, Georgia, store 2715 and 899. I came here to make a difference. And I really was hoping after 3.5 years of being ignored by Walmart, I thought that they would at least listen to what we were saying today. And I'm gravely disappointed, but it did not come as a shock.
And what were you saying today? What was the message you wanted to deliver to them?
I wanted to deliver a message to them that we love Walmart. We don't dislike Walmart. We love Walmart so much until we're trying to save Walmart from itself. We're trying to save Walmart from the presidents who undoubtedly want to align us with the people of the Republic of China. But we are the people, and we have a voice. We stand for freedom, justice, and equality. So what I wanted to do, in short form, I wanted to bring all active duty military, all retired veterans such as myself, under one banner of freedom, respect for the individual. I wanted to return them back to the very foundation of Mr. Sam Walton. And I hate to say it, but I was terribly, terribly disappointed today.
Because he didn't come out.
Absolutely. But then again, I guess, after 3.5 years of being ignored, this is just a pattern in practice of something that seems like we're going to have to come another day. But they will eventually be forced to reckon with our Walmart, because our Walmart is the people of America. And without the people of America, Walmart would not exist. And when Walmart go over to China, Germany, or in foreign countries, they are nothing more than our ambassadors. And so when they go to represent us, they need to come right back here and understand that we are not going to let them make the world think that all of us approve of what they're doing in the job market. And that's the way it is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, I need to stop recording.